go in the aviary, see what's going on there.
Good morning, thanks for clicking on the video. This video features the orange-breasted waxbill. I'll probably call them gold-breasted because that's what I learned them as many years ago. I have two nests going. One is about 7 days ahead of the other, and they're going to be fledging toward the end of this video, but let me show you where they came from. There were 5 eggs. I am notoriously bad at picking out the number of chicks. I don't see any eggs. It doesn't mean they haven't removed it. So I don't really see 5 chicks though either, so I'm gonna go with 4 chicks. You can tell me what you think. It's so hard to tell. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you might remember that my gold-breasted pair, Sven and Lena, had chicks, and that was the last breeding that I did because they had neurological problems. They fledged, and then they all ended up dying. So I stopped breeding them. I didn't know if it was genetic or if there was a nutritional problem, and I thought it was nutritional because they did not have a very good diet. They would eat millet and millet spray and small millet and fruit flies, and that's it. No egg food, no mealies, no waxworms, no buffies, you know. So that was my conjecture, but I didn't know, and I had lost confidence, and I didn't want to let any more gold-breasted breed. Then I got 3 more pair and sort of conditioned them to take more varieties of food more successfully. And the other thing that I did differently is I put the compost bins in the aviary, and they are full of fruit flies and gnats and springtails and whatnot. And in addition, in this bowl are the larvae of the Musca domestica flies. They're like a little housefly, tiny little grains of rice, little larvae, and that seems to provide a good variety of live foods. And so 2 of the pairs have hatched chicks. This is nest number 1. They're about 7 days ahead of the second nest. And one of the interesting things about the second nest is that it had a nice wide open entrance, and I could videotape it. I'll show you a little bit into the entrance. But then the black-cheeked waxbills were kind of extra interested in the chicks, and the gold-breasted closed the entrance down. So this is the last view we'll have of them until they come out of the nest. So now, back to the first nest. These chicks are 5 days older than they were because I was gone on a work trip, and they're getting pretty close to fledging. So next order of business is to add a little perch. Orange-breasted like to go in and out of the nest for a couple of nights after they fledge, so I want an easy way for them to get in and out. So hopefully keep them out of trouble. Orange-breasted waxbills are really tiny birds, and you might think that they're kind of shy or frail, but they're not. They are tenacious little birds, and so nobody gets anywhere near the nest that they don't allow to be there, including other orange-breasted waxbills. So you can see on these video clips just, you know, mom and dad just watching to make sure nobody gets too close. So the chicks are 20 days old now, and they'll likely fledge today or tomorrow. And so, of course, I have to work. So I set up my camera watching the nest in the hopes that I would see two things. One is I'd see all the little baby faces at the same time, and I would get a clear number of how many chicks there are. And I might even get lucky and catch them fledging, leaving the nest. So there's a lot of clips here of me looking at the finches. This is my very first glimpse of baby face. I sometimes try and watch with a binocular, but I don't get a great perspective on it. So this is a pretty good view. If Daddy would get out of the way. Yeah, still have no idea. The chicks that you hear begging, or hopefully you can hear, are actually from the other nest. Morning. I'm going to set up the camera today. I can't wait to see what happens while I'm gone. I'll show you anything cool. I know, it's a lot of footage of these guys, but they're so amazingly awesome as they're kind of learning about the world and what they're paying attention to. And I still have no idea. If I had to guess, I'd say there's only 2 chicks. I know there's more than that, though. But that's all you're really seeing. This is sped up video, of course. Hours of video. 2 chicks. Okay, finally, 3 chicks accounted for sure. It's taken hours of video to confirm. Look at these guys. Don't they look good, though? I'm super relieved. They're balancing well. They look coordinated. They're stretching. They're grooming. Even their gawkiness is totally normal. So I'm cautiously optimistic, but that's a good sign. Okay, so 1 chick is out, and I see 3. You know, doesn't it make you wonder, where were the other 2 chicks all this time? That those 2 were in the window, you know. I guess they were like being stepped on underneath or something. But so there's 4 for sure, I think. So again, just fast forwarding through a lot of footage, but I never see a 4th chick, so drat. I think either one of the eggs didn't hatch or one of the chicks didn't make it, it looks like. Would have been early on, I think. Oh, hello. All right, there's number 2. Also looks great. It's not unusual for eggs to hatch on separate days, so there can be some older chicks and then some slightly younger chicks. And there's also, I think, certain chicks are very precocious and they're just like, I'm out of here. And some are kind of hunker down a little bit longer. Oh, there's number 3. Okay, we're getting there. Notice how quickly mom or dad checks on a chick when they fledge. They could be anywhere in the aviary, and then boop, they're right there. Okay, so 3 are out. How many are in? Looks like just the 1, so I think everything's telling me they're just 4 chicks. Oh, hang on. There is another chick. Unless somebody went back in. There could be 5. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, definitely 2. It's possible as I'm scrolling through the hours of video that I missed somebody going back in, but I don't think so. So I'm tootling along watching the video. Parents are coming and going. And then I get to this section. You can tell it's a little later in the day. The light has changed. And I think the 2 chicks are still out somewhere. I hadn't seen them gone back, and now there's 3. Wait, there's 4. What? What's going on? So I have no clue. I know there were only 5 eggs. It's not possible that the 2 chicks are out. So I think they must have gone back into the nest and I somehow missed it. But there were 40 gigs of data that I was scrolling through. So I possibly missed both babies going back in the nest, I guess. I have no clue. I'm going to leave it running today again, see if I can get more footage. It's nice. They look healthy. I guess I have 7 days to figure it out before the next babies pop. It is not my superpower counting chicks. Anyway, here's where they're at this morning. I'll let you know when I have an update. Thanks for watching.